Hey, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We're exploring our past, looking forward
To our
to our
future,
future, living for the present, all while
all
learning
while learning
how to
how to
live
live
magically.
magically.
Great. We're here
We're here,
for
part
part
two.
two. What were people more excited for, the wedding or Disneyland? We're going to find out.
That's right.
All right. Or just go.
All
Let's hear
right,
it.
so yeah, okay, wait. So just to like backstory,
Yeah.
I was at Disneyland before the wedding,
Yes.
and then you went to Disneyland after the wedding.
Yes.
So as you mentioned in the previous pod, the 4-hour drive with Kyle was basically like the first moments alone that you guys
Yeah.
had since
Yeah.
getting to Vegas.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so you guys
Did
are in like a 4-hour drive from Vegas to
we actually
Disneyland.
we actually did a couple stops before we went to Disneyland.
Did you stop at oh my gosh, what was it called? Like the singular gas station between the two?
No, but you're so right though. There's like nothing on these roads.
Yeah.
But are you talking about the one with like the thermostat? Because you sent me a picture.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that. We drove by it, but you guys stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was your 4-hour drive with AJ as great as mine and Kyle's 4-hour drive?
It was glorious.
It was nice. It was, but it's also
Yeah.
like the views were great.
The views were great.
Like I would recommend doing that drive to somebody.
I agree. The West Coast is beautiful.
It really is. Can we,
Yeah.
before we jump into Disneyland, can I just like briefly talk about the beginning of our honeymoon? Because this 4-hour
Yeah,
drive
what
made
else
me
did you
think of something.
what else did you do?
Okay, so the first day we drove 4 hours and we were trying to catch a boat in Long Beach to go over to Catalina Island. And it's like this ferry. The ferry leaves at 2. And we had it pretty well timed. And we're like in the car and it says that we're going to get there at like 1:15. And we're like, great.
Perfect.
All of a sudden it says we're going to get there at 2. And we're like, not perfect. Great. So Kyle's like, I
Yeah.
got to make up some time. So he is like humming it on the highway in LA traffic-ish. I was like, this is the end of us. Here we go. Well, we
Yeah.
arrive at like 1:58 and we're pulling into the parking garage. And they're like, what boat are you trying to make? And we're like, the 2 o'clock. And he's like, you better hurry up. So we like are running through the parking garage, running to get to this boat. And they're like, you guys are late. And we're like, yeah, we know. And they're like, how long are you there? We're like, we're there. We're take the boat tomorrow. Like we're only there for a night. And he's like, let me see if they'll put the gate back up for you. Because they had already taken the gate down. And he was like, they're going to do that for you. You better thank the captain. And we're like, okay. We're like running down the dock to get to this boat. Because the next one was canceled. We get on this boat. Courtney, it was my actual hell.
I can only imagine.
I don't get motion sickness. And we're on this freaking boat. We're getting air. Like, I'm talking, like, people's drinks were smashing everywhere. We're getting air. They're handing out throw-out bags to everybody. I am like, get me off this boat now. Like, I'm like getting anxiety talking about it. It was so bad.
Well, because you get anxiety from people throwing up around
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And were people throwing up around you? I understand
don't-
they were hanging out barf bags, but
I don't know if anybody actually did. I was like trying to like zone out and like Kyle was like trying to make a random conversation with me, which was like honestly ticking me off more. I was like, do you not know where like what's happening right now? And he's just like trying to
Right.
distract me like to do as best as he can. And oh my God, it was so bad.
hilarious.
It was so bad. But Catalina Island is beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was so cool. It's like a little island. We stayed at a really nice hotel. This was like our one night to like decompress and just like not be go, go, go. And
Yeah.
it was perfect besides the boat ride there. And yeah, it was so fun. We like rented a golf cart the next day. One of my followers was like, rent a golf cart. And I'm so glad that she sent that because I don't know what we would have done all day. But it's like an island for cruise ships too. Like there was a Carnival cruise there when we woke up the next morning. And
I saw
it
it.
was very, 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 very cool. Yes, very cool. And the boat ride back was much better. The boat ride that we were on there, that was like a fluke thing. But I just
Maybe that's why the second one was canceled.
yeah, because it was like so windy. And that night,
Yeah.
like on the island, it was so windy.
Oof.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Anywho, then the next
Glad I
day,
wasn't there.
yeah, if I was like, Courtney wouldn't survive this. So,
No.
and then the next day we went to Santa Monica, which I don't remember why I had like put that like as our next stop. It was kind of meh.
Yeah. Did you go to the pier?
We did go to the pier because we were like there, but it was just like, I
Yeah.
think it was partly off season, but it was like, cool, we can say we did it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't like all of that. It was more of just like a place to stay for the night, I guess. So then the next day we were driving towards now like LA area, and we did the Warner Brothers studio tour.
Okay.
And I 10 out of 10 recommend this, especially if you're doing a Disneyland trip, try to add this to your schedule. We loved it. Loved
Yeah.
it. There's 2 different tours that you can do. Actually, I think there's like 3 different tours. And we did the middle option, which is like 2 hours guided, 2 hours self-guided. And then they give you lunch too. And and I kind of expected the lunch to be like some really basic thing or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, you like go up to like the Friends Cafe and you can order whatever meal you want. You can get whatever drink you want, and you got dessert of your choice. Like, it was great. But it was just like really cool. Like, we got to see the Friends set, and we got to like sit in the Friends set. We saw a bunch of movie sets. We saw where they filmed Rent and Annie.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just really, really, really cool. I couldn't recommend it enough. Definitely, like, we're going to talk about Disneyland, but in my mind, Disneyland is like a shorter tripped park. But if you can add a day to do like this tour, I would. It was so cool.
Do you have any approximate memory of how much it was?
I want to say it was like $150 a person.
Okay.
But like the way even what Kyle said, he was like $150. Like we got like our meal, like our food. It was probably because it was like, you know, it's like in a tourist spot. Yeah. So like just our drinks were probably like $8. Like,
right.
You know, so like probably our lunch each was like $40 if you take that off. And
right.
It was, and like so many photo ops, and like the photo ops of us in Central Perk, there was a camera there of them taking it, but they would also take your phone and take it, which I was kind of shocked by. Like, you would think that they would make you buy the photos, you know? Nope. It was, 10 out of 10. And our tour group was small. Like, there was only like 8 of us, maybe 10. Either way. We saw like the prop house. Like, we got to go into the prop house. We were in the stage that was the Ellen show, but is now the Jennifer Hudson show. But like, I loved the Ellen show, so just like to be in that, I was like, oh my god, like it was cool. So
cool.
Definitely recommend doing that. Okay, Disneyland.
Okay, wait. So you did Catalina Island, Santa Monica Pier. Where were you after that? LA? You stayed in LA?
When we checked out of Santa Monica, so at this point, when I was booking like our trip, I was like, we almost did another hotel, and I was like, you know what? No, we're going to just go check into the Disneyland hotel and finally just have like, we stayed at Grand California, but like the hotel that we were going to stay at for Disney, because I was done like checking in and out of hotels. At that point, we had checked in, we had one hotel for the wedding. We then moved to the Strip, so we moved again. Then we moved to Catalina, then Santa Monica. It was like, we were in like 5 different hotel rooms in 5 days, and it was just a lot. So we checked into the California hotel. Then I forgot we checked in, and then we drove back to LA because we went to the Lakers game where we saw LeBron James break the point record, and Kyle, like, he forgot all about the wedding. He was like, this is the best day ever. And I will add, because those tickets were going for a lot of money, Kyle's parents got him those for his birthday, and it just freaking time. I don't know how we got that lucky to be there to witness that, because I'm not even like a basketball fan. It's not my thing, but that was freaking cool. Like,
Cool.
history was made. Like, they say that nobody will
Yeah.
ever break that record again. Or at
Really?
least in our lifetime. Yeah.
I don't know anything about sports,
The
but like it
last
sounds
time
exciting.
that record was broken was 30 years ago
Bye.
by a guy that I don't even know, but he was there.
Oh. Oh, cool.
And now LeBron James broke the record, but he's also probably going to play for another couple years. So like the points are just going to keep going up. Anywho, sorry, sports.
Sports.
But it was very, very cool. Then we did Disneyland. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you like checked into the Grand Californian, did the Warner Brothers tour.
Mm-hmm.
That night did the Lakers game?
No, we did Warner Brothers tour, checked into the hotel, then did the Lakers game, then went to sleep. So that was like a long day, and I was still up at like 6 a.m. Like, come on, it's Disneyland Day.
Duh.
Yeah. How many days did you do?
2.
2 full days in the parks.
2 full days. We did 1 day Disneyland, 1 day California Adventure.
Okay. We did.
What'd you do?
We did. Technically, we had 3 booked and 3 hopper passes booked. So we did. But then we ended up changing our flight to a little bit earlier on Friday so Kyle could have 1 night of sleep in our own bed before he had to go to New York. And so we only did like a half day the last day. But
you did 3 days.
we did 3 days. Technically, 2.5.
Yeah.
And we had hoppers to do back.
So you spent, well, I got in for free, but like I bought before I knew we were going to meet up with friends, single park, single day tickets. You bought multi-park, multi-day tickets.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you buy Genie Plus?
Yes.
So did we.
Okay. I want to preface all of this first by saying that you and I are I like consider myself a Walt Disney World local, but you are a Walt Disney World local. And we're both Disney World annual pass holders, and we're there a lot.
Yes.
So going into Disneyland, we never get to visit Disneyland. It is very new to us. And I think because of that, we see things in a different light. So anything that we say moving forward, I'm not like bashing Disney World. And my take after all of this, which I'm just going to start out by saying, is that if you are somebody that only gets to go to Disney World or goes visit Disney once a year or every other year or once in your lifetime, then I would always pick Disney World for that person.
Same.
But if you are somebody that can, actually, I guess if you can go once a year, then I think maybe every 5 years, switch it up and go to Disneyland and make a whole trip out of it and like see all that California is. So that's where I want to start with that. Disneyland.
It's like returning home, right? And like my home park is Walt Disney World and will always be Walt Disney World. Mm-hmm. But like where Walt walked, where his original vision was, where it's like stepping into history. And so if you're like a Disney aficionado, then like you want to go there and see that and do it. If you're going to Disney once a year and you just want to like bang it out, go where they've got 4 parks and like 100 hotels and like you can be totally immersed in the experience.
Yes. Disneyland isn't as much of that, but because we go to Disney World so much, I think so much was like new and exciting to us. But there was also so much that is the same. But I kept saying, like, they don't do that at home. They don't do that at home. So I just want to, like, moving forward, going into that, like, there are things that are very different. But to us, it was, like, so magical.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why doesn't World do that? But I think it's because we go to World all the time.
Right. Agree.
So,
I mean, even the magic, one of the biggest pieces of magic for me of going to Disneyland is the fact that I have literally no idea where I am.
Yeah, same.
Like, I don't know how to find my way around the park. I need a map.
There was multiple times that we had to like pull up the map on the phone and be like, because I had thought the whole time Star Wars land or whatever was in Tomorrowland. Like anytime that I saw it on Instagram, I always thought it was in Tomorrowland.
It's in like Frontierland.
It's like way out back in Frontierland. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's so confusing.
It's so confusing. Okay,
But I love it.
let's do Disneyland first.
Okay.
Is that your first park you visited?
Yep.
Okay. Um, what did you have any takeaways of like certain rides that you rode or?
I didn't ride Space. My husband rode Space, but like felt huge there in comparison. The building seems to be like enormous.
Yeah, we rode Space, and Space is a two-seater cart rather than front and back.
Yeah.
And we liked that Space better. But again, maybe it was because we just ride World Space all the time. But
it's different. I was most excited to ride Pirates because they have the original Pirates and it's longer.
It is so long.
It's so long, but ours is much better.
Really?
I think. There's something like magical about when you go down the hill on ours and then you're in the dark room with the two ships and it's like glowing blue.
Which is odd about theirs is like the scent wasn't as scenty as World.
Agreed.
Kyle noticed that. But it was so long.
It's long. It's like Splash Mountain length.
But we were halfway through and I was like, wait, do they not even get to like the two ships and like all the things that you see at World? Like, it was so long.
I thought the same thing. There was like a lot of build up on that ride compared to ours.
Yeah.
Ours is like cut right to the fighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was bummed. Indiana Jones was closed when we were there, so we couldn't ride that. So
was Haunted Mansion.
And Haunted Mansion, I think, opened up the last day that we were there, and we didn't get to do it. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Okay, I have some notes on here of things that in Disneyland that I was like, huh? That is a thing. Okay, hold on. Before we do this, you use Genie Plus too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Genie Plus in Disneyland and California Adventure, way freaking better than World will ever be. Sorry, and I'm not taking that back. What do you mean, do you think?
I've never used Genie. Well, with you, I've used it, I guess. But
in Disneyland, we could book a ride and walk right onto that ride.
Oh, yeah.
At Disney World, like you want Slinky Dog, you better book that at 7 a.m. and you're not going to ride it until 2 p.m.
Yep.
True. Land, I was booking Incredicoaster 5 minutes before we were walking on it.
Nice.
Same thing with Web Slingers, which just opened. You could book that right away. We're going to get into California Adventure, but for us who are not going to land a lot, yes, it's like $25 a person.
Yep.
Which is kind of crazy, but I knew that I wanted to do all the things, so we did it. Okay, in Disneyland, are we not talking about the canoes? Did you see these canoes?
No.
There's canoes in the water, like where the big ship is. And they give you a paddle and you go around.
No.
I was like, I'm on vacation.
It's like waterborne Autopia?
I get, like, you're with a bunch of people, but I was like, you're not going to catch me paddling.
Oh, you have to literally paddle?
Yes.
No.
I was like, what is this? I didn't even know that existed.
That's wild. I have never heard of that.
Okay, that was insanity to me. Did you do Storybook Lane or whatever?
The boat ride?
Yeah.
My favorite ride.
Shut up.
You didn't like it?
Okay, I think we got a bad storyteller.
Oh, I loved it.
First, I was like, you can lean back and fall off this boat in like a second, which is odd.
True.
Like if you have a little kid that has like a temper tantrum on there, good luck. Our like little guide person, it was like, welcome to Storybook Land. Here is Peter Pan. He went to Neverland. He never grew up. This is Snow White. Kyle was like, what's happening?
Like, is this person okay?
Yeah. So I think maybe I was like, how did he get the job? Because that was.
Yeah.
So it was. No. Did you ride during the day?
Yes.
Yeah, we also like rode like during the night, and I was like, I don't think this is like when you're supposed to do that.
No, I loved it. I thought it was really cute.
It is really cute, and like they already have Frozen added, which was cool.
Yes.
Another thing I had there was the train.
Yeah, we love the train.
We rode the train, and when it got to like the Grand Canyon and then the
Yeah.
dinosaurs, I was like, what is happening?
It's like its own ride.
Yeah.
Like it has its own scenes.
We did a full loop.
So did we.
I was like, and like you sit, like everybody's facing front.
Yeah.
I was taken back by the train.
Train was cool.
Train was cool. I don't really know what else I have for like Disneyland.
Their Small World has characters on it. I think that's cool.
Yes. So I got Kyle to go on It's a Small World. We all know his thoughts on that. And yeah, why can't World add in those little characters? They were so well done.
Yeah.
Because it like fit the theme. It wasn't like they were out of place.
Right.
So cute. Loved it.
Agreed.
So Kyle timed it though. He was like, we were just on that for 15 minutes. I cannot believe that.
He's like, get me off. Thank you.
Their food is better.
Then Magic Kingdom, yes.
No, all of the food.
In absolutely no world can you compare like Epcot.
No. Their snacks are better.
Their snacks are pretty good.
Their snacks everywhere are better.
Their snacks are good.
Their churros. Like, they had all these different churros.
Well, that's like land is known for churros.
Yeah,
it's
but
like the land of the churro.
I guess, but like why can't we get a good churro World?
You're right.
With toppings on it.
Yeah.
Also, they have so many bao buns there, and I live for a bao bun.
Well, it was Lunar New Year.
No, but they also have it at it's called like something Hideaway over by the Jungle Cruise.
Oh.
And they had like 3 different bao buns there, and those are there all the time, and they're so good.
Cool.
Yeah. We didn't, okay, we were there we did 2 full park days, which I think is plenty at Disneyland for actual park days. However, you need more days to eat all the food.
You need more days to eat all the food and like more days to just like take it in if you want to do shopping or like anything ancillary.
And
like
any nighttime shows.
Yeah, well, let's touch on that for a minute. Neither of us got to see nighttime shows because they only do them on the weekend.
Yeah, I guess so. So I did see World of Color.
I did not.
But the they have like 100th fireworks special thing. Those are like only on like Friday and Saturday or something. So did not see those.
Dumb.
Very. Okay. Should we hop over to California Adventure?
Let's hop over to California Adventure.
Okay. California Adventure is Kyle's favorite park of all time.
Really?
Oh yeah, probably mine too.
I would say Cars, whatever that Radiator Racers is my favorite ride.
Radiator Racers is also my favorite ride. That park is so good. I love it. I agree. It's something for totally everyone.
Agree. It's like a better Hollywood Studios.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know you didn't ride it, but freaking Guardians there is so good.
Is it?
It was Tower of Terror, and now it's Guardians. We love it. We rode it 3 times. It's so good. Like you just laugh the whole time. Oh my God, loved it. And also when you're in there, like knowing that was Tower of Terror and the way that they just like completely gutted it and changed. Oh my God. Imagineers, cool. A+.
Yeah.
Did you do Web Slingers?
Wait, can we go back to land for a minute? Did you ride Runaway Railway?
Yes.
And is it different at all?
The queue is different, but the ride itself is the same.
Okay.
The queue is
Web Slinger.
The queue is really cute though. The queue is like you're in like Mickey's movie theater.
Cute.
So they even have like a concession stand, and they have all these like movie posters that they made have characters on it. So they have like High School Musical 3, but it's like Chippendale.
Cute.
I don't think it was actually Chippendale, but like you get what I'm saying. Very, very cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Web Slingers.
Super cute.
And like that technology.
I don't know. It didn't work that great for me.
Oh, then you didn't do it right.
That's probably true.
Like, AJ wasn't, like, blown away by the technology?
I don't know.
What?
Were you blown away by the technology? Web slingers? No.
What in the world? We were like, how does it know that's my arms?
It reminds me of, do you know at Epcot after Figment where you can like conduct the music?
No.
That's what it reminds me of. It can like sense your hands
Oh.
and be like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Well, I really liked it. I thought it was great.
It's cute. It's really cute.
And I just think what they did with like Avengers Campus is so good. And to me, they're definitely adding on to that. That's just the beginning of it.
I feel the way about Avengers that you feel about Star Wars. So,
well, I don't even really like love Avengers. I want to be an Avengers fan. I just don't have the attention span to watch movies, so like I can't be an Avengers fan.
Same.
But I want to be.
Well, didn't you go to that Pym test kitchen like 10 times?
Twice. And okay, the second time we tried to go to Flo's for breakfast and they weren't open, which I thought they do breakfast. But so we had to go back to that place. It's really cool though. Did you go in there?
Yeah. No.
Oh my God, it's so cool. Like,
I know. I missed a lot.
Our breakfast, they gave us a little egg, which was like really weird, but it's supposed to be like a small egg because something in Avengers, they do that.
Cool.
Like a mini egg. Kyle was like, I'm not eating that.
Egg? Yeah.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Good.
So I really liked Avengers. Okay, Cars Land. I'm like, you just can't top that.
You can't top it. It is, Cars Land to me is equivalent to Harry Potter Land at Universal.
Yes. It's
like
just
very
like,
immersive.
How did you're in the movie.
You're in the movie.
It's so good.
So good. I agree.
And yeah, Radiator Racers. Just
best ride of all time.
Truly the best ride of all time. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, really is. Did you pay for Lightning Lane or did you wait in line?
We waited in line.
We paid for Lightning Lane.
We did. We waited in line. No. We Lightning Laned it.
Yeah.
We Lightning Laned it once and then we did standby single rider.
Oh, once. Nice. Yeah. Smart. Did you know though that that's did you get the same thing each time?
I don't think so.
Like one time we go through and we got like a paint job. And the next time we went through, we got new tires.
Oh, I've never gotten new tires.
Yeah, you get new tires on one of the sides. I didn't know that. So, fun little fact. Okay, and also I thought their soaring was soaring around California, not soaring around the world.
So did I.
So I was kind of...
We missed it, but it's soaring around the world.
Yeah, we rode that and I was kind of bummed because it was the same exact thing when I thought it was California.
It should be California. It's in California Adventure.
We stayed at Grand California. We can touch on this in like another episode, but you can literally walk out the hotel straight into the park and it's like over by Soarin'. That is so freaking cool.
So cool.
So cool. Pixar Pier.
Yes, so cute. And the last time I was at Disneyland, Pixar Pier was being built. Not built, but like refreshed.
It was going from Paradise Pier to Pixar?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see it at all.
It's such a vibe.
Was so cute.
I love it. I love it so much.
And like Lamplight Lounge.
Did you eat there?
We did.
We did too. And
it was awesome.
If you're going to Disneyland, definitely recommend making a reservation there. We loved every single thing that we got.
Do you know they have a secret drink menu?
No, but I got a drink that was like one of the 100th.
Yes.
100th anniversary drink. And it was
You
alcohol.
got the gin drink.
Yeah, Brandy told me that I needed to get it. And it was pretty good.
Good.
It was like really good. Even Kyle was like, oh my God, this is delicious.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Yeah. But how do you get this secret drink menu?
I don't know how I found out about it. I think our waiter told us.
Okay.
But he basically said that all the drinks on the secret drink menu are like Long Island's. They're like very, very strong.
Oh. Oh.
So, yeah. So they were called like the Fun Wheel and whatever.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. It was, and they were cool. They were like rainbow in the cup.
No, okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
We
Well,
had fun.
mine was really good too, so I don't want to say
I'm so proud of you for getting one.
Thank you. Obviously you didn't ride a Creddy Coaster.
No.
So good. Loved that one.
Yeah. AJ loved it too.
It was just like a regular coaster, but I just like love how they added like a little bit of The Incredibles. So cute. What else is over there? Toy Story.
The weird bread store.
Did not go there.
Okay, we went to it twice because they hand out free samples of bread. But there's like a bread factory in the middle of the park.
So weird.
It's so weird.
Did you try any of like the Lunar New Year stuff?
We did. We had, I think, garlic noodles.
Oh, okay.
They were good.
We got more bao buns. One of them was a pizza bao bun.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
We did a dessert party for World of Color.
Nice.
And I guess this World of Color is like a new one for the 100th. It's called One. And oh my gosh, I got like teary-eyed during part of it. It like I'm not like gonna give anything away, but when they say one, they're talking about that it was like one man who just takes one person to like do something to start something, and meaning like Walt was the one man to start all of this and like showed all the movies and like, oh my god, it was like what they can do with water there. I don't know why we're not doing that in the middle of Epcot.
You haven't seen New Fantasmic yet.
True. You're right.
There.
Well, we watched it on YouTube, but.
Well, whatever.
But I know what you mean. Yes, they do great things over there. I'm just back on Epcot. Yeah. Just kidding. We're not here to bash Walt Disney World. I'm just saying.
Let's bash Epcot, though. They have those taco barges.
Yeah, we'll never get over those.
I'll never get over that.
But they're leaving though. Yeah. R.I.P. But not. But the dessert party, we obviously splurged a lot on this trip since it was like our honeymoon and we're never going to experience this. But like, the desserts were like meh compared to like all the other snacks that you can get there. I would have maybe preferred to do like a churro tour than eat those. But you do get alcohol, so like Kyle could get beer, that was included. But to have a spot, like when you do a dessert party at Magic Kingdom, you're in like that one little area and then you have to like walk over to like get a spot. This, you're like in chairs and you get to stay in the chairs to like watch World of Color, which was like nice. So like, yeah. And Kyle, after World of Color, he was like, well, that was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, I saw that on your story.
It was so good. Yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend that. I'm sad you didn't get to see that. YouTube it.
We should do a whole episode about dessert parties because like you just reminded me about how awesome the Frozen dessert party was.
Oh my god. That one was really good. That was themed so really good. We should do a dessert party episode. Noted.
Yeah.
Will do.
Did you at California Adventure ride Grizzly Bear Run?
We didn't.
We didn't either, but like it looks fun.
Yeah. I don't know why we...
Too cold.
Yeah, I guess. Actually, was it even running?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if it was even open.
Well, there you go.
Maybe that's why we didn't. Did you do Animation Academy?
Yes.
Loved that.
We did Wall-E.
We did Goofy.
Nice.
And we went in the morning, and apparently people in California are not early risers, and there was us and 4 other people in our class.
That's legit.
I was like, what? But just being in that building that Animation Academy is in is so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so cool. Loved that building.
That whole park is cool.
It really is. It's so well done.
Yeah, agreed.
I loved Disneyland.
I had a great time. It.
You like texted me at one point and I was like, I just love being here. It was so, and they play Happily Ever After at downtown Disney.
That was one of my notes was on the second day we went with cast members. So on the second day we were waiting for our friends to come so that we could go into the parks together. And we were sitting at a bar called like Yuva Cafe or something. It's like the bar in the middle of Disney's downtown Disney there. But like playing bangers like
All of
Happily
them.
Ever After,
Fantasmic.
Fantasmic. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. Even I think they even played the Enchantment one.
Yes.
It's so good. But somebody told me that is like a special playlist that they just started for the 100th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah. Did you get churro toffee?
No.
Okay,
but we did get Nuddle.
What is that?
We'll talk about it. Go ahead.
Everybody talks about this churro toffee, and it's like in their bakery, like their like Main Street bakery. So I've never even had it before, but I bought 3 of them to go to like bring on the plane, and I just had the last piece like yesterday. It's so good.
Ooh, sounds good.
It's like literally toffee, and then I think it's like coated in white chocolate, and then dipped in like the churro like cinnamon sugar. Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh, it sounds awesome.
Kyle tried it. He's like, I was like, do you want to try a piece? He's like, I'll just have this little piece. And then he took a bite. He's like, okay, I'm going to keep this piece. And I was like, yeah, I figured.
You liked them?
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh my god. You need to know about Nuddles. So I had never heard of Nuddles.
Me either.
Best dessert I've ever had in my life. They are like turtles. Have you ever had a turtle? Like
caramel and chocolate?
Caramel, chocolate, and nuts.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like that, but they're making them fresh. And I'm going to get the details wrong, but I believe they only make them on Mondays and Wednesdays at the bakery. And they make them like live in the window, the way that our bakery does like candy apples.
Candy apples, yeah.
And like people were going bananas for these Nuddles. Like some lady was like ripping a cast member a new one because like she had to drop her kids off at a daycare so that she could come in and get Nuddles, and they aren't releasing the Nuddles until later. And like it was like there was a separate line in the building for Nuddles. And like, yeah, the Nuddles were like a whole situation.
I think we need to do more research about all of the things and like go back to Disneyland together.
I agree 100%. And like, can we do a pod trip?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be so fun.
Like a pod trip. We like plan out what we must do and just have like different meetups, like a Nuddle meetup, a World of Color meetup, Fun Wheel Lamplight Lounge meetup.
We should have registered for that Disneyland Run Disney race.
Is it full?
Yeah, it just happened. I was like,
oh. Right. I am jealous.
Did you? Well, I assume that it's going to stick around. Did you ride the submarines?
Once, the last time we went, and I will never do it again.
Same.
Ever.
Same.
Never.
That ride actually is when I developed anxiety.
Yep.
Like,
it's terrifying.
Whose idea was that?
And they're like old.
And you're just underwater with all of these people.
Gonna like run out of air.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me.
It's actually a hell no for me.
Yeah, it's a never again for me. It's like a Tower of Terror for me. Absolutely not.
No, this is different level.
I would probably rather ride Tower of Terror.
I mean, I'll ride that, obviously, because, like...
I won't.
If you're going to ride one of them, though, make sure you ride Guardians. The Guardians version.
Fair.
Anyways. Okay, anything else on Disneyland?
No, just, like, I'm going to start a thread after this episode goes live of, like, people, and I want to ask if people are going to come with us to Disneyland, because I think it would be really fun to do, like, the storybook boats and then like a little regroup about like what you thought. Are you team Shelby or team Courtney?
Okay, well, I just think I got a bad storyteller.
I think you got a bad storyteller too.
Cause like, wait, did you ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
Of course.
So good.
Hilarious.
Kyle got off of that. He's like, wow, what a storyline that was. I loved it.
It is. It's like I can't believe it's a Disney. Isn't it basically that he like gets drunk and like
gets pulled over?
Yeah.
Then has to go to court, dies and goes to hell. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a wild ride.
Pretty great. I love it.
Let me just make sure we didn't miss anything that people really had questions about.
I think we should do a separate pod about on versus off property because you mentioned you stayed at the California Adventure or Grand
Yeah,
Californian,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely
and we
think
stayed at the
that.
Wyndham.
And I would like to do a separate pod on the difference between like certain rides
Yes,
that are
like
like the
Pirates.
same.
Yeah, or like
Um,
Indiana Jones.
a lot of people are asking about like the best food, and again, I think I needed more time, especially to do the sit down meals, because a lot of people were raving about the restaurant that is in the Grand California, and we didn't
Napa
eat.
Road.
Yeah. And I think there's
Yeah.
another one too. And then a lot of people were raving about their food there, but we didn't try it. But I will say for in park, everybody raves about Lamplight Lounge, and I couldn't agree more. That place is not only is just like a vibe of an atmosphere and like the views, but it's really really good, really good.
Agree.
And
Good
like
food, good vibe.
and all of their snacks and like those kind of foods are really good. A lot of people rave about Jolly Holiday. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Oh, we didn't go there.
Everyone talks about their like grilled cheese and tomato soup, and I've had it
Oh,
once, and it was just like a basic grilled cheese and tomato soup. I don't really get that hype. I can make it better at home personally, but hey,
yeah.
you do you.
No.
Um,
Wait, I want to just say quickly, we did the Plaza Inn for breakfast.
yeah,
The character meal, but
yeah.
like I don't know if it's always like this, but it was like very random characters, and we loved it.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like it wasn't like
Who'd you
you
see?
know a lineup. It was who did we see? I think we saw Pooh. We saw one of the mice from Cinderella. We saw like just a total
Random.
random mix of characters. We saw Pluto, I think.
It's interesting.
Like they just like brought whoever out.
Very cool.
It was cool.
I was bummed there was not any parades going on at the time. I think they are like
Agreed.
just about to do one, but last time I saw a Disneyland parade, I was like oohing and awing at the entire thing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody did ask if like the characters really do walk around the parks, and I don't know if you saw any, but we like ran into Mad Hatter and Alice like on Main
Cool.
Street, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? So that was cool.
Yeah.
And they like did not have a character attendant with them.
I mean, I'm sure there was one somewhere.
I'm telling
right?
you, there was no character attendant.
Oh,
It was
all right.
bizarre. How many park days? So again, we did like 2.5, and I think that was plenty to get all of the park done. But
Agreed.
I would make a whole trip out of it again and do like LA and all that.
Agreed. Yeah, that's my big takeaway is like I'm a diehard Disney girl and so are you, but there's so much more to do over there. Like
Yeah.
you can do the studio tours, you can
Yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah.
So
So much more to see. I don't know. I did Sweethearts Night, and we can touch on
Yeah.
this on maybe like another pod we'll do after hours events. But I have done quite a bit of after hour events at World, and we were very disappointed with Sweethearts Night. Like,
yeah.
we waited in more lines during Sweetheart Night than we did the entire time that we were in the parks during the day. And I guess,
Really?
granted, we were doing Genie Plus, but I thought the whole point was so that like
Yeah.
you didn't wait in line. And yeah, to get a churro, the line was like 20, 25 minutes at least.
Were they free?
No.
They included?
No,
Oh.
they were just like different flavored ones.
Oh.
And it was the longest. I couldn't even believe it. We didn't even say the whole time. We were like, this is stupid. Let's go. And they canceled
no,
the fireworks.
Yeah.
I think that was about. Do you feel that churros are truly better there? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
They're not even remotely the same. Honestly, Disney
No.
World shouldn't even call theirs churros.
No, but I forget, don't we have something that's like the equivalent of a churro that people like?
Oh, do they? Do we?
I don't know.
I don't know. Overall,
Like
my
a
take
Dole Whip.
was, I don't think. Oh no, they have like
Dole Whip.
they have like loaded Dole Whips at the same place that they have the
Oh.
Bell Buns in like Hideaway something.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
put like any toppings you want on a Dole Whip.
But what
Yeah.
toppings would you want on a Dole
Like
Whip?
like fresh fruits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Moral of this is that we love Disneyland.
We do. We love Disneyland.
And like because I don't get to visit there, I'm just gonna say it that Disneyland is like superior. It's just so good.
Oh, no, I would never say that.
Oh,
It's not superior.
interesting.
World is superior, but like land is romantic.
Ooh, that's good take.
Land is super romantic.
But California Adventure is just like the dream.
Agree. I agree.
I would move in there.
I would too.
It's so good. Anywho,
So
we have a lot more to discuss on Disneyland, and I'm glad that we went so that now we can like really compare and contrast all of the things. Because I do think that was like one of our favorite parts was like getting off a ride and being like, oh well, at home they do it like this, or like they don't do this at home, or like stuff like that. So,
same.
I would like to go into more detail of that with you.
And like shout out to our followers. I don't know if this happened to you, but for me, I had a lot of people messaging me that listen that are West Coast based.
Yeah.
And so they gave me a lot of good tips, like make sure you catch the Lunar New Year parade because
Yeah.
Chip and Dale are in it. And
They
like
were so cute.
that was really fun.
Yeah. Agreed. And like there was just certain things I didn't know. Like I don't think I would have known that the World of Color was a special one just for the 100th that they like filled us in on. Shout out to the listeners always.
Yes, agree.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all we got for this, and we'll dig a little deeper later on.
Sing for me anytime, Shelbs.
Dig a little deeper. Find out who you are. All right, let's get off of here.
You're the best.
We'll chat soon.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.